Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dragon King Entertainment Channel with me, Geeky Bear, and our host, Dragon King himself, where we talk about anything and everything. But this time, we are still reviewing our Gravity Falls Season 2, Episode 13, Dungeons, Dungeons, and More Dungeons. With D&D. Have you got your dice ready?
I do. I got a...
Have you got your sword ready?
Yes, sir.
Fight!
Have you got your duck ready?
No.
I think I win! Yay!
God damn it.
Beaten by a duck. What, that seems to happen to you a lot. Every time you get down a canal, you seem to get beaten up by ducks.
Mm-hmm. It was a fun episode. It was a fun episode because we haven't watched Gravity Falls for a good while now.
A couple of weeks easily. Maybe even a month.
Yeah, because life happens.
And we had to take a quick short break.
Yeah.
But yes, we're here talking about Dungeons, Dungeons, and More Dungeons. Very clearly a joke reference to Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, they even do a LARPing joke.
Yeah.
With the what was it, like foam?
It was like cardboard, wasn't it?
Was it cardboard foam? Live action role play, something stupid like that.
Oh. Yeah, my brain just kind of shut down. I was just like, haha, funny images, hee hee.
That's what it basically was. It's just LARPing, but
yeah,
but just for a bunch of idiots.
Pretty much.
Because it's Zeus's LARPing session, which includes 2 coppers and the little fella.
Yeah, and the reporter
who gets kidnapped by a giant eagle. Should we go rescue him? Nah, I'm kind of tired.
I think it was a griffin.
Is it? I think so. Yeah, I think it actually was a griffin.
Yeah.
But
yeah. It was a good episode.
Oh.
Sorry, I dropped my ring.
But yeah, it's definitely obviously compared to last episode. Obviously, it's not that level because it's just a random plot of gibberish. But I will give it credit for being fun. I'll give it credit for taking something that we actually have some experience with, and having just a blast with the concept. It kind of reminded me of the Futurama few part episodes, the Bender's Game ones, which had the same concept of a magical dice that was basically the most powerfulest dice out there. It kind of had that same concept. So it kind of reminded me of that, but obviously that was fleshed out over like 4 or 5 episodes, whereas this is just a quick. I mean, realistically, the actual dungeon, the proper when it goes real, is kind of condensed to what 5 to 10 minutes, something like that.
Yeah,
like half an episode, yeah. But still, I think it's got some really good jokes. Brenda's randomly here for
Brenda.
No, I don't know why I said Brenda. It's Grenda. She's randomly in the episode for no other reason.
But I mean, she's a welcomed addition.
Like, she doesn't even do anything, but the bits she does do are very hilarious. I.e., the chair where she's got the little sofa above her head, and she fucking smashes them over the head with it, and he's like, "There's no cops in the forest. We take this to our graves." That was just. This episode is just pure Stan. Like it's Stan at his purest. For what I mean by that is, A, he cheats in the game. B, he constantly references the fact he's a gambler.
Yep.
C, he watches kids' TV shows.
Yep.
And D, he's basically telling a kid that basically the cops aren't out here, so we're gonna have to take this murder to our grave, despite them not murdering him. So it's pure Stan.
Yep.
But yeah, I do like the idea, obviously, because they say we've got this new character now, so we've got Ford. So it's like, okay, what can we do with this character? Well, he's basically Dipper. Maybe he's got the same likes. Maybe he's got the same likes as Dipper. Here we go. Here's a game that they both have actually experienced with. Let's put them together to it. Let's actually have some crazy go on. and then bring these other characters that are in their own side plot of trying to watch TV into this to help them survive. And it's fun. I like it when they do the whole proper D&D stuff on the board. They're doing some crazy shenanigans. Obviously, one's actually playing it seriously, one's just doing joke fucking things, and it is pretty good.
Yeah. My favorite creature, Centaur. Yeah. But yeah, it's a good episode. Like, you also have like the ending part with Duck Detective, which basically goes off of previous episodes as well, with like evil brother killing. So, oh my god.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Obviously, it kind of used the same thing that they've been doing in this show, whereas there's a duplicate of pretty much the exact same character, but it's the brother, and it's like the big reveal, which, as from the last two episodes, you had the big reveal of, obviously, Ford being the brother of Stan.
But it kind of makes you think, though, like, if that's a portrayal of what's going to happen in the show, like, is Stan Lee... No, Ford going to attack Stan. Sorry, just brain not working today.
Too many Stans.
Yeah,
Stanford Stanley.
So yeah, it's like that. Is it going to work? Is he going to betray him, try and kill him? But yeah, it's also good to see that they're not just sticking with Ford being a stuck in the mud kind of character, like, oh, I don't want to know any of you. Stay away from my basement.
And so, which is basically the start of the episode.
Yeah. So yeah, it's all fun, all good in the hood.
Like the controversial change to the more dungeons
in the early
90s.
Was it the 90s?
It was the 90s, yeah. It was like a weird rapping version of the same thing.
Yep.
It's just, that was funny. So he's definitely got some good jokes. For basically, again, another random filler episode that his only purpose mainly is for the ending to set up the notion of the portal's gone, but it did create this basically other like dimension type thing. Like that's his whole purpose, really.
Yeah, it's a nice setup.
And so it's just the case of how they're going to get to that reveal. Oh, let's just do basically like a random episode, but let's have some fun with it. And I think we both like these types of episodes that, though they have their end goal at the end, their filler part of it is a fun part.
Yeah, as long as it's fun and entertaining, that's all I care about.
Yeah.
I like story. I like continuous stories, but I mean, a break is always necessary.
Yeah.
So you don't get overloaded.
I mean, we literally had 2 back-to-back episodes that were continuous from each other.
The only issue is with season 2 is that they've had loads of kind of filler episodes. So, but that was at the beginning of the season. So, although we are coming up to quite a lot of stories soon.
Because we're almost at the end, really.
Yeah,
we're pretty much at the back end of this show now, which is cool because it means we get into the big multi-episode finale, which is what we're looking forward to the most. We just got to see how the show can cope with keeping us entertained in the build-up to its big ending.
Yeah.
So, what are you thinking about this episode then? What are you thinking of giving it?
We do it out of 10, don't we?
Yeah.
And our ratings are pretty much 8 and above.
Yeah, so we kind of fucked ourselves in the foot, didn't we?
Yeah. I will probably go with
a yawn. Nice.
Yeah, a yawn.
A yawn out of 10.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't yawning before we started recording, and then we started recording, and now I'm just instantly tired. I will go with middle of the road, bit above. So I'll go with like a 9.3 out of 10.
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna go. Ooh, for the fact that I like the jokes, I thought the jokes were funny. The D&D concept is always going to be a push up if it's done right, and I think this is done right.
Yeah.
Obviously, advance the plot at the end, which is what you need. Even if it's not a full episode advancement, you want at least something to advance the plot forward, and it does.
Yeah.
Its characters are great as always, and it has a fun final act. So I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with a 9.2. I'm gonna go one below. Yeah.
I was gonna say it's difficult, isn't it? Because we have really shot ourselves in the foot with
Yes.
8.
Yeah. I do think this is a high one. I will, no matter what, I think this is a high one because it is a fun concept with D&D, with Gravity Falls combined. It's something that works. It's two types of things that mash up really well because of the fantasy element of Gravity Falls and also the fantasy element of D&D. It's two things that you think to yourself, why have they not done this sooner? This is something that could have easily have happened ages ago, but it makes sense happening now because of having Ford, the one person who could actually interact with this type of game with Dipper, because we all know the others don't. Stan literally is just laughing it off. It's like a game of maths. Mabel is interested with the point of, oh, the sexy elf riding unicorns, but then as soon as you start explaining the rules, she does what most people do, just like, and then obviously you got Grenda who walks in and you're like, graph paper, kill it.
Stomp.
And then let's say you've also got obviously Zeus, who's more interested in the live action side of obviously fantasy role playing. So I say it's something that makes sense to happen now, but it would have been interesting to see how it would have been handled if they did it before this. But as I say, it's something that easily works. So I feel like a 9.2 is an actual legit decent point for this. It's a fun episode. Quack.
I'm meant to end it, aren't I?
That's the signal to end it, was the quack.
Thank you very much for watching.
I know you're rusty, but come on, son, come on.
If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like in the comments what you thought about the episode if you've watched it. Make sure you subscribe if you like it. You can always check me out on Twitch. I've been getting into streaming a bit more. I'm playing a bit of everything at the moment. I've recently loaded up my Switch to my PC again, so I can do a bit more Pokemon again. Because why not? I mean, that's what I'm into. If you're not into Gravity Falls, firstly, what are you doing here? Secondly, we do other things like Pokemon reviews, DC reviews,
random reviews.
we played a raft, Human Fall Flat, and all that kind of stuff. So check them out. And we'll see you next time for episode 14 of season 2. The Stanturian candidate.
Yeah.
Sorry, dyslexia is a curse when it comes to reading titles like that. So yeah, see you next time.
Don't blame dyslexia. You're rolling that one. I know you did. If you like what you've seen, don't be afraid to throw us a little like and subscribe. That's always very appreciated over here. And well, I'll see you on the next video.